Hello, I'm FJX, and did you know that Minecraft is called Minecraft? I mean, I really hope so, but basically there are two fundamental actions in Minecraft that are so important the game is named after it. There is the ability to mine and to break any block in the game. This is essential to do pretty much anything to shape the world around you, and there is of course crafting, which is the ability to combine items together to make slightly more complex ones. There's basic versions of this, like the pickaxe and the sword, and there's much more intricate things like the piston or like the dropper, but you need mining and you need crafting to do pretty much everything. But what if it was possible to beat Minecraft with neither of the two titular elements of the game? Well, that's what we're trying to do today. We're going to try and beat Minecraft with no mining and no crafting whatsoever. So as well as starting purely from scratch on a brand new world, we're also going to be playing on hard difficulty, and we're going to be playing on a blank seed. What that means, if you don't know, is Minecraft will pick the seed for us. It's entirely random. We have no idea what we're up against. It could be a hopefully slightly helpful seed, or it could be the entire opposite. We just have to work with it, and we have to make sure we do none of those two things. So in case you're curious as to how we're going to define both of these terms, I'm going to say mining is any time that I try to punch a block to destroy it. If I destroy a block and that requires using my right trigger or the left click, and that breaks the block in its entirety, that counts as a block mined. If I destroyed this third block with my hand, that'd be mining it with my fist, or breaking it with my fist. It's a little bit more strict than just mining by itself, but no breaking blocks using the right trigger. We can break entities, I would argue, but no block breaking whatsoever. And then also crafting would be defined as anything using the crafting table. So if we use the crafting grid, this 2x2 thing right here, that doesn't count as crafting. That's really kind of combining things together, because there is a crafting table, which is obviously where 99% of recipes come in. It's just we need to do this to make basic things like IF enders, which are literally required for the game to be beatable. So yeah, that's what we're going to be counting. Let's dive right into this very tricky seed. We don't have any trees nearby us, which I guess is theoretically fine because we can't chop them down anyway, but this is a rough start to say the least. We're pretty much reliant entirely on naturally generated loot for our stuff. We can't craft together a sword, but you can find swords sometimes. We can't find a bucket, but you can, in very lucky circumstances, find a bucket somewhere in the wild, and we just have to rely on finding some of the basic things we need in naturally generated structures. So yeah, step one is seemingly hard enough by itself because it requires some really fast tactical swimming, trying to find desperately the chest, which just contains a fishing rod and some gold nuggets here, which hopefully have some slightly different loot. Oh my god. Another fishing rod. Thank you, game. Really appreciate that. I can see our first Enderman, and we don't have a weapon, but 40 hits with this fishing rod will kill an Enderman. Good. This is a good game we're playing. Oh, he just... okay, so the good news is we got a block of sand from that. There's all of this sand above something. It might be above the treasure chest. If we place our bit of sand, we'll activate all of these pieces of sand, and we might get a bunch of sand in exchange. Oh, yeah, there we go, as you can see. Oh, no way! And it actually revealed the treasure chest. Awesome. Wonderful. That is the dream. So, it took me close to half an hour, but I'm finally where I want to be, in a nice big plains biome. And that means we might find a nice plains village, or at least another biome with some form of village. So, I see another Enderman, and we don't have a sword yet, and we're surrounded by mobs. But, I mean, besides that, we could totally take him down, right? Oh no, I think we looked at the Enderman. We looked at the Enderman. Oh, and he's ran in front of me. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. We need to get in the water ASAP. You just need to break his pathfinding and it's over. I'd say we're right back to square one, but honestly, we were at square one before anyway, which was, challenge one. Get the sword. Get the weapon that can actually help us get all the other things done. Oh my god, we got almost one hit by a trident throwing drowned. Instantly. That is why hard difficulty is as hard as it says on the tin, really. Okay, I found a desert temple, which is a really tricky thing to get into if you can't mine. But I think I have a strategy, and it's going to involve using these 3 bits of wool and a little bit of luck. So it's a tricky plan, but the plan is to get the creeper. Oh, there's already a creeper in here. Okay, well, there goes my clever plan. But there you can see, blow up the entrance, and just like this, we now have a way into the chest. And as long as nothing else spawns in there, which it very well could, we can now snack ourselves in and we'll be fine. Okay, so we're in. We haven't broken a single block ourselves. We haven't mined a block, I should say. And now we have access to all of this gold, all of this gunpowder, all of this string, which is theoretically useful at least. Some more gold, some saddle. There we go. This is what we're talking about right here. And then hopefully, I'll take a golden apple, I guess. But yeah, so we've got access to a lot of gunpowder, which we can't use to craft TNT. We can make fireworks, I guess, with it. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, we somehow managed to die, losing our infinity bar. Okay, so take 3. Let's do this. Blank seed again. Hard difficulty again, despite that allowing me to be too hit by the drowns, of course, we're going to give this another whirl. I'm liking the look of this spawn. We got some pigs, we got a river, we got like a big mountain over there, which I think will be useful later. So, you know, it's looking good so far. Somehow we've ended right back up here at the ocean. The game really wants me to get one of those fishing rods, but fortunately this time we found a bunch of cows and a bunch of pigs along the way, so we don't need them. So even though we're stalling a little bit when it comes to plan 1, i.e. when it comes to getting ourselves a sword and being able to defend ourselves, we can skip a little bit ahead to step 3, especially when you find yourself a big deposit of gravel like this, and even luckier when you find a cave with something on the ceiling, because all you need to do is get it to fall down, and some of it, oh, I see what I'm doing, I'm accidentally blocking it from falling. I'm doing the opposite of what I should be doing, and I think that's going to hurt me in the long run. But some of it should get destroyed, and you'll get some gravel. Now all we have to do is find a place we can drop this gravel and have it break over and over until we get some flint. Oh, finally! My prayers have been answered. It's been so long, but we have a village, and I believe, do you see that in the little corner there? There's a blacksmith too. And there's even an enderman in between me and it, so how nice. Oh, no way! You know that question, how do we make a nether portal? That is so amazing. We can't use the iron pickaxe and we can't use the horse armor really, but we got 3 diamonds, we got 10 obsidian, the perfect amount, and heck yeah is my answer to this one. I just realized the pickaxe is going to be an amazing weapon. It's +4 attack damage, my fist is +1. I think it makes sense to keep this on me. I mean, tell me if you disagree. Oh, and in case you're curious about, in case you're suspicious, like, man, what are the odds you get 3 diamonds, a pickaxe, and 10 obsidian in the same chest? It's actually, you know, like, quite possible to happen, quite likely to happen. And if you want to see it confirmed, I'll link down below, as I always do, the first, like, you know, 2 to 3 hours of these attempts. Like, just pure raw gameplay. The pure file with all the gaps and awkward silences, etc. So if you want, you can listen to this. Because, again, for all of these runs, I tried to do that. So you have something to confirm this isn't just me, I don't know, creatively flying around or something between segments. As fun as that would be, it's not what we do. So, yeah, as it turns out, this is one of those things that I wasn't quite sure if it was fixed or not, but you cannot get flint when breaking gravel on a non-solid block. I've tried this over 50 times now or something in that region, and it's just not working. So the only backup plan is some villagers will trade you your gravel for flint if you give them some emeralds too. So the complexity on this run just went up a significant amount. So yeah, we're basically at the mercy of these terrible villager trades. But it's where we are, it's what we've got to deal with, and it means we need to get a bunch more carrots, a bunch more of this stuff. And I think the best way is to raid another village or to just do something like that, because they're not very inclined to give me stuff, as it turns out. So we need to get a lot more gravel, because that's what you require for the trade. And we also need to get ourselves, obviously, a lot of stuff to trade. So we need, for instance, pork chops, 16 of them for an emerald. So 160 pork chops just to get this flint done. But yeah, we now have the ability to make a nether portal, which is nice. In case you're curious about the other way, the way I was intending to do this, if we didn't get absurdly lucky, the way we could have done this, it is possible even without good RNG, is you can actually obviously just take 2 buckets of water, bucket of lava, but that requires finding a mob spawner. Mob spawners, you know, they're quite rare, and they're even then they don't always spawn with one. But that was going to be our best chance. We're going to spend a long time looking, and this has saved us a significant amount of time. It's just we now have to waste a lot of time on then getting ourselves, obviously, this flint and steel this way. Oh, man. Always cool when that happens. And now we have 2 gravel. Oh, now we have 4 gravel. So in the pursuit of my goal of getting this wheat done as fast as possible, I'm actually going to bone meal up some of the bits and just, like, really go to town on this. Just pray we can get as much of this done as fast as possible. So we have a creeper. Now we're going to walk him right back to the village. If you're curious about what that plan is, it's basically to get the village to explode and have the lava go everywhere, although that creeper did not hurt the cobblestone. Okay, so this creeper, we're going to try it from the front angle this time, needs to get a certain amount of damage done. So we bring the creeper right where we want him. Okay, there we go. Now, in the middle of that havoc, we need to get the creeper to explode. Come on, creeper! Oh, I didn't kill the skeleton. Oh, no, but the lava! Oh, okay, there we go. The lava is now free from its bounds. And now, again, a little bit of a risky play, but we'll get... Okay, so now we're going to make ourselves a unlit nether portal. You know, the issue of how to light it still remains. Or does it? Again, we can place blocks just fine, I believe. I'm really worried we're going to run into something and not realize it till it's too late. So we can place our nether portal just fine on all sides. Nice and easy. And then when we want to light said nether portal, here's a little trick that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. No! You ruined it. You ruined it. Ah. My lord. Just, how long was that? 2 hours? It's a perfect run otherwise. Everything's going to plan. And then that creeper got in my way. So, it should definitely go without saying that I'm not pleased with the situation, right? Like, I lost all my stuff. But I think we should keep this one going because we're trying to prove if it's possible. And I think this is a really, fun opportunity to do that. So we're going to take the, the loss of all the stuff that is now gone. We're going to take that and we're going to try and do this regardless, despite all of the tragedies of that. Back to the plan at hand anyway. So we have this wood from earlier. We're going to use said wood in a hopefully flammable way to try and light. There we go. It's on the side of that now. And hopefully the fire will spread to the Nether portal. This is something that sometimes works on Bedrock. It doesn't work on Old Console Edition, and on Java it's kind of 50-50 at best. But there we go. Just magic. It did it. We have now lit a Nether portal without needing a flint and steel. All you need is lava. And then we're going to wait for that to burn before we go on the portal, I reckon. That seems like a smart idea. So even though we just have some leggings on, we're going to attempt the Nether. And also we can't break blocks. So, this could go very well. And more likely, exactly the opposite. Yeah, this is nice. This is exactly what I wanted, actually. So yeah, this is a pretty murderous Nether, but we need to just make the best of it and try our best to find a Nether fortress. Hey, it's a Nether fortress. It's in a really rough position when you can't mine down to it. But it is a Nether fortress. We could always just jump down and then, when we need to get out later, stack ourselves out. I don't like this idea at all. But, let's go. So yeah, we're just going to charge in and out, literally as fast as possible. We can do very little on the inside because we can only place blocks. We can't destroy them. Oh, gosh. Oh, God, even scarier. Even scarier. It's so scary right now. So scary. Just make a little wall. A little bit of safety. Oh, actually, wait. Easy way to get swords. Wither skeletons. They drop a stone sword a lot of the time when killed. So remember, we need to kill about 10 of these guys, so just finding them right by themselves isn't that useful. Ideally, we want to find them in big groups or a spawner, but this works for me too. I'm guessing. Oh! Please don't kill me just yet. Please don't do it. Okay, I think that's just me. I very clearly asked not to die. So yeah, I don't see a single blaze spawner anywhere in this Nether fortress. We might just have to roam the corridors endlessly. Okay, we found a blaze spawner, and let's just say I've bitten off a lot more than I think I can chew. Good thing we have the bow with, 4 arrows, 7 arrows. Okay, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for the craziness that's about to happen. Come on, just a few more blaze rods. Just literally 2 more, and I can be done. Okay, yeah, this is the exact answer for 1 more blaze rod. Good idea, game. Actually, there we go. That's the last blaze rod. I'm good. I'm done. And now we're ready to just get out of this Nether fortress the fastest, safest way possible. Except there isn't really a safe or fast way out of here. Instead, we're running on top of the fortress. We're stacking ourselves up and praying we don't get hit. And then we're calling that a day. So now we just pray. We pray the hardest we can pray. And we see if that works. Come on, I'm safe for now. Oh, thank God. That was honestly the scariest bit of the run to me. Anything could have just appeared out of nowhere, fired a ball, and I was stood on top of her. I was dead. And if I had to jump down, I didn't have enough dirt to make a second tower, so I was dead. It was a scary moment. So the next giant hurdle in front of us, in case you're curious, is to get ourselves all of the earthbenders we need to fill up a end portal. Also, we're going to get one first of all, just kill the first animal we can find, because we need to find where the end portal is. So just to quickly show off, we're going to trade our 16 string to get an emerald. 1, because emeralds are nice, and 2, because it gets us to the next level, where the guy would have eventually taken 10 gravel and a emerald, it's only a single emerald, in exchange for the flint. So there you can see, we could have done it that way. In fact, we still can. It might be worth making a flint still, actually. Here you can see 10 gravel and an emerald gives you some flint. It's otherwise mostly worthless if you can just mine the blocks yourself, but in our case, that isn't something we can do. But now we can make a flint and steel, which is going to be a surprisingly useful item later down the line, I think. So nighttime is here, and I'm honestly terrified of phantoms, which are a real threat, which are about to appear, because we don't have an easy way to escape them. We don't have a horse yet, we don't have a saddle, so we can't get a horse. And that means we have to either escape on foot or just kill them every time they spawn, both of which aren't easy solutions. So, okay, we found our first Enderman, and he's by a body of water, which is handy because it means he can't get me, assuming I can get to him. Well, we lost the Enderman. He just teleported away. He's gone now. That sucks real hard. Like, that's our first find in a very long time. Oh, look, you can only see the eyes. At least I can only see the eyes. So we'll get the creeper to do his damage first of all. That hurts and gives us a little bit of an edge. And then we'll just go for it, I guess. I mean, we could place some blocks, make it a safety area. Yeah, always good to have a safety backup. And then we go for this. Oh, he just teleported away before I hit him. There he is. Oh, he's trapped behind some blocks. He's naturally made me a way to kill him. How very handy. What a useful Enderman. Seriously, though, have you ever had an Enderman fight that's been this many stages and steps and hassles? And I think it was worth it, because... No, it wasn't worth it. I can't even see. So just to clarify, we are still at 0 Ender Pearls, despite all of that hassle, all of that effort. We do not have any more to add to our stack. So just to recap, without a bed, we literally can't sleep through the night or the rain, which means that we'll get phantom spawning, which really sucks. But we won't get Enderman, because what happens is, funny enough, I was just talking about it then that happens. Enderman, they can spawn in the rain, but they get teleported immediately underground or to other places where the rain can't hit them. Basically, it's near impossible to find Enderman while it's raining, which sucks, because we get the thing we don't want. See, like, he's over there, he's teleporting everywhere. And, you know, here's the perfect explanation. We are going to die if we don't deal with this soon. But, yeah, you can imagine not what we want in the slightest. So we need to get underground, or maybe we could just go to the Nether, I guess. Honestly, you know, maybe we should just do that as our plan. Like, the Nether's a scary place, but can it be much more scary than the idea of endless phantoms that apparently I'm bad at dodging? Oh, there's an Enderman again. See, they just teleport right away. There's 2 Endermen that have been stolen from us. Hopefully we can find the cave he's gone to. I can't mine down to it, of course. So this is the glitchiest cave I've seen in some time. I'm not sure what's happening here, but it definitely shouldn't be. Look at this. There's just a single bit of water. Trapped on nothing, it seems. Look, it's like a checkerboard made of water. Yeah, best plan is to just wait here. Wait for the rain to go away, wait for the night to go away. And then see what happens, I guess. So I'm going to be entirely honest with you, it wasn't just a few minutes or hours between when I last did this world and now. It's been 3 weeks, I was in Japan, it's a long story, and new Minecraft updates come out, but just to show you, this is a legit survival world that's just been staying for 3 weeks. Let's dive back into it, and let's just pretend nothing's happened. Okay, so in the time it took me to work out what I was doing, again, it's been a little bit of time, the sun came out, which means, and also, yeah, I mean, the sun came out, but it looks like it's just about to go away again, so never mind, I guess. So just to recap, in case anyone is confused, we're searching for an igloo because that will allow us to obviously go to sleep at least once every 3 nights, which means we'll actually be able to search for Enderman in the night. Once we have Enderman, we'll have IF Enders, and then we can deal with the next huge problem, which is going to be how do we find the stronghold. So yeah, we have a tricky decision to make. Do we go to the biome anyway? Or do we hide in a cave here and go tomorrow morning? The less risky decision is to wait here. But, you know, if we just go there faster, then it's less risky, right? There we go. Let's do this. Let's really swim rather than just walk through the ocean. And let's pray we find something. You know, you can say what you like about Minecraft Bedrock Generation, but it actually is really nice when you find a taiga biome, because it's actually covered in different layers of snows. Like, I think snowy biomes are one of the things that Bedrock just kills. Speaking of kills. Oh, very quickly. Okay, we're getting out there. We're hiding under a tree, and we're just gonna barricade ourselves in. It's the safest way. It's the safest way. Oh no, we can't!
It was at this moment he knew.
So, I have myself a hilarious predicament here, right? I now have to wait for a creeper to undo what I've done, because I forgot this is no mining, and I can't break these blocks without mining. So I've been thinking, and even if we get a creeper right here, would it explode? I think creepers need eye contact to explode. You know, they're gentle lovers. And I think because of that, we might be trapped here forever. This might be the end of the game. I might have just made a really stupid split-second decision. And that might be the end. Oh, we have one last chance, and that is we can flint and steel the area down there, and then we can burn down the entire tree, and pray that as part of that, the leaves would burn as well. That will set me on fire. I will be very close to death, but it's not the same as instantly dying. So yeah, we can set things on fire, and that might have saved my very stupid decision. Okay, so everything's burning. The phantom has mysteriously vanished, and this might be the time for me to burn as well. Okay, yeah, this fire is gonna hurt. Let's just accept that fact right now. Oh god, this is not a good look. Oh, okay, we're running through the fire, and the flames, you could say. Oh god, we made it somehow though. Oh, please tell me that's an igloo over there. Do I see an igloo or is that just a pile of snow? I think we could be wrong, but I think we've got ourselves our first igloo. Every igloo, I believe, contains a bed. So we might finally be free from this hellhole of near death. That's right, I got a bed in a no crafting run. They really only exist in a few of these places, and we had to go so far away to get one. Hey, look at that. Managing to sleep in Minecraft. I'm really pleased with that. This was a long shot for this actually working. Okay, it's great. We can now go looking for Enderman and we won't be harassed by phantoms. Also, we can hopefully find a new weapon because, I mean, my 3 weapons are looking a little bit low on durability. I don't know what you guys think about that, but looks pretty bad to me. So yeah, I've never actually looked for Enderman in one of these biomes before, but literally every single mob everywhere is a stray. I guess they increase the odds of strays over everything else, but I mean, come on, give me something. Give me a zombie with a sword at least. Oh, there's a stray in my house somehow. My god, I hate this. Okay, we're just gonna have to deal with that. Oh, no we're not. No, we're not. Let's just let the creeper blow up the outside, maybe. Oh no, this is throwing a wrench in my plans. I don't know what to do here besides die. It might be safer to do from the other side. That way we can guarantee we'll get the block back. Yeah, just, it's better to be safe. Oh, and sorry in this sort of case, right? Like, get him right next to the wall, and then let him blow up. Like, from there. Yes! Okay, we got the bed. I was so scared. Also, we get a bunch of this. Oh, and we can also go below. Probably. I want to say. No, we've got... we need another explosion for that. As always, life pro tip. Anything you don't like, you can just burn. Applies to friends and family as well. Hey, perfect. And we get ourselves a golden... and some coal. The coal was actually surprisingly useful. But yeah, go me. Feeling good again. Okay, so our bed has now been retrieved. Our next step is to search for Enderman. And that's an easy enough thing to do. Just look for a big desert, a big anywhere. Place down our bed, and now we've got ourselves a home base. Oh, our first Enderman. Heck yes. This is happening as long as I manage this correctly. We just gotta take out this guy nice and slowly. Hey, first ender pearl off the game. We can now officially craft IF enders. We've just got to make space for it, which is half the battle, apparently. We've also got a grass block here. Oh, a lot of people, they see grass blocks in my inventory, like one random grass block, and they're like, aha, it's creative. Fun fact, this is how you get them. I'm not going to pick this one up because I've got bigger things to pick up, but just fun fact, you can actually get grass blocks in survival. But what we can do is use one of our very few allowable 2x2 crafting grid recipes and use our IF ender to find this stronghold. There's a tiny chance that our first use of it will make it explode. That's a risk we have to run, but let's just do it. Let's stand perfectly in the center of a block, and then we can just work out which direction it's heading. That direction right there. Please come back, please come back, please come back, please come back. Oh, thank God. So yeah, it's roughly that direction. Almost a 45-degree angle. So here's an interesting find. It's not perfectly along the path of the IF ender. It's a bit too far to the right, but this might be the village which contains the stronghold. So it's worth going a little bit past it, and if my IF ender turns. Oh, there's 2 villages next to each other. We'll stand between the 2 villages. If it goes towards either of them, we'll know it's 99% under there, and if it doesn't, then we'll know where it is. Also, we've got a free piece of loot to come for later, so that's nice. So yeah, we're going to try and stand as close to halfway between the villages as we can. Then we're going to fire IF ender this way, and see where it goes. Over there, apparently. Yeah, that's facing the village well, right? So it's definitely underneath that village. So now you might be questioning, like, okay, Toycat, you found the stronghold? Probably, I mean, 99% chance. Things can always go wrong. You found the stronghold, Toy Cat, but what use is that? Like, how are you going to get down there? You know you have to mine to get below the stronghold. And this is true, actually. It looks like the run's over, right? Can't do this at all. Sorry, friends, I tricked you. We're going to have to mine to get down there. Except, wait a minute, that's not what we have to do. Instead, we're going to use the mining technique we've used so far, which is letting creepers do the work for us. So, by using creeper explosions, we're not actually mining, we're just exploding over and over again. And given that strongholds can be like, 30, 40 blocks below ground, it's going to be a lot of creeper explosions. But it's the price we have to pay for success, I would say. Also, what's in the... Oh, yes! Okay, I know that's the most... Oh, man. I have never seen so much good news in one chest. An iron sword, full durability. We might even need... This might be so good that we might have to save it all the way to the end fight, because we need a good sword, and... Yeah, this is good news. This is very good news. Actually, we can punch the dragon if we need to. Oh, because it's hard difficulty, our villagers are going to get wrecked, by the way, so... Very soon, there won't be any villagers left to trade with. So, the plan is to get the creeper to not only blow up the ground here, but also all of the mobs around it. Hey! Perfect. So yeah, we've gone from 67 down to 64, and we need to go down probably another 20 blocks. So we're talking minimum 9 or 10 more creepers. Another night, another chance to get creepers to destroy the ground near my stronghold. Let's do this. Oh, this is dangerous. This is really dangerous. So yeah, we can use this creeper to get into this place if we want to. And actually at this point, that might be the most fun use. So yeah, we're going to go for this. So we got another golden apple, which is amazing, but I really would prefer a saddle. Hey! See, the game is listening sometimes. Okay, the creeper's hit. We don't want to make the same mistake as last time, so we're going to get him right in here. And we're just going to go for this. Yeah, okay, we're at 62 now, out of probably... This isn't going great. So I found another village, which is kind of cool, but the way better thing is we now finally have access to a horse, hopefully a fast one. I mean, he's going away pretty fast, and that means we'll be able to roam much faster and without using up our food supplies, which again are much harder to come by given the current situation. So I'm pretty pleased with that. We got a gold horse, and we got a much better access to Enderman, which should speed up this whole process. So here's the deal, right? My goal of getting down to the stronghold by just mining with creepers, it's going pretty badly. We will get it done eventually, but I'm hoping, just like the no mining run, we might be able to find a cave somewhere that has a closer link to it. In that run, if you don't know, we got lucky and there was a huge cave complex that eventually linked into it. So I'm hoping if we just jump down... Oh, we can literally see it. Oh. Well, that's cool. So we just need to get a creeper in that hole, and then we've got a way in the stronghold. But how do we make a staircase out? Like, it's doable, but it's a mess. And we can't break any blocks, so we have to be really careful about how we do that. If I'm being entirely honest, a part of me was looking forward to just exploding creepers all the way down. Like, it'd be a cool story to tell, like an additional thing there. But I guess, like, why turn down the better option? If we have it, then why not? So, getting the creeper down the hole is going to be quite a challenge, but I reckon we just... sprint hit like that, perfect. And we pray he didn't die from the fall. Okay, he died. So yeah, the creeper should be able to follow me perfectly, because he's the same height as me. And we just need to get him to blow up one block of stone brick, and we've got access. Actually, probably more than one, like 2 or 3. Like, oh, gosh. I guess. This is gonna hurt. Oh, man. Okay, there we go. Access. Oh, we still can't get in there, though, because that's... Like we can't physically get in there. Oh, we can make the water flow inside there, but then we're kind of dangerously trapped in. I think we need another creeper explosion. Okay, this is going to work great. Or maybe not. Oh, God! Okay, so it's taken me a couple of hours, but I've got myself 5 extra IF Enders now, or Ender Pearls that I've turned into IF Enders, and yeah, this means that all we have to do is find a couple of, like Ender Pearls somewhere in the stronghold, and hopefully have a strong, a portal which generates a couple of eyes already, and we might be able to go straight to the end. So as soon as we jump in here, by the way, we have a chest, and in that chest is an Ender Pearl. Okay, we just need 4 more now, either in the form of already placed in the portal, or anywhere around here. Either will do just fine for me. Yeah, you can see my point here about how every single stronghold goes into a cave at some point. I guess it's more on Bedrock because the engine's a bit stranger. But now you know. You'll always find a cave somewhere, and I guess that might help you if you're doing a no mining run too. Okay, I've spent so long looking through this place and I don't see the end. I think it's starting to like frustrate me, and good thing to do when you're like starting to get really frustrated with something is just to like, you know, give it a small break and then go back to it in a second. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do one last night of enderman killing. Hopefully we get like one more Ender. Then we're guaranteed when we do find the end portal, let's say when, not if, then we should be able to go straight to the portal. Okay, so I think I finally cracked the code. I've been going through this stronghold time after time, making sure I'm not just missing an exit. There's definitely some issue with my end portal. I'm hoping it's just behind a wall or something, but I found something I found interesting, because look at this wall right here. Notice how it's all stone brick or cracked stone brick or mossy stone brick. And then take a look, we've got the exact same room just over here though, and you can see how this room has the exact same wall, but with a stone block there. So either either the stone block is indicative of a cave being behind there or something like that, or maybe this is how it's meant to be. There's meant to be a random stone block there, and then that means that on the other side of this wall, instead of having just, you know, the stone that represents the rest of the world, I think that means we have more stronghold back there, which maybe leads to the end portal. So we're going to blow up this wall right here and hope that whatever's behind there leads to the end portal. A lot of close calls with this creeper. Imagine getting all this way and then messing it up now. Oh, I actually don't know the way from here. I'm going to have to pray that it's on the left here. Yeah, creepers don't understand staircases, apparently. Okay, there we go. Let's do this. Oh, it didn't blow up the wall at all. Yes, I can use the silverfish to do some interesting things, because if you attack a silverfish and don't kill it while it's near other silverfish blocks, it'll break them, and we might be able to use that to our advantage, maybe. So we just punch this. Yep, you see that? We're gonna see if we can break any walls. Oh my god! It looks as though this little technique right here has shown us a secret. Do you see through there? There is something on the other side. There is something. Oh wait, do you see that? There's lava through there. Oh, we're gonna die. We're getting wrecked. We're getting wrecked real hard. Are they gonna follow me all the way out here? It seems like a fun thing if they're gonna manage to. I just don't know if that is the case. Oh god, no! Silverfish almost just killed me. Okay, we're good. We're safe. We can kill them from here. So yeah, my plan is just to trap silverfish somewhere where I can't find them. And now we work out how we're going to get through there. If we can get water here, but we can't because we can't mine blocks. Yeah, there's lava through there, which to me, like, one of the only room in a stronghold that has lava is the end portal room. That might be unrelated lava, but I think we've got the end portal through there. Okay, I've got a spare creeper this time because clearly, you know, stone brick does not like being destroyed. Don't walk into the water. I don't know why he assumes that's the fastest way to me. Like, how are you assuming that's the way? Why are you walking into the spider brick? Okay, there we go. Oh no, he's trapped in a hole, for God's sake. Ah. Okay, this time it's gonna work perfectly. Trust me. Oh gosh, okay, how did that happen? Oh, okay, so now we've got to deal with a creeper next to the... No, further. Oh, I hate you. Ah! It's just so hard to get creepers to follow you through a door. It just doesn't... Like, I don't understand why it doesn't work. So we want to get into that corner, then we'll knock him backwards into the wall. We're going to ram him into the wall so something explodes. That's literally our plan. Oh, I've never seen this. Okay, well. Oh, here we go. Okay, it's happening. All this time later. We just need to get the creeper right against that hole. Come on! Oh, yes! Perfect. We're through. And oh, even more perfect. It is an end portal. A very dangerous end portal. But it's an end portal. Nonetheless, we should be using a trident, not a sword. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. It's a 0 pearl portal. Meaning that even with 11 IF enders, look at this. We have 11 of these guys. It's still not actually enough. So, it sucks to me, I guess. I am so ready for this now. I've got my hotbar organized. I've got my last IF ender in hand. I am ready to fight this dragon and see if we can do it. You know, it's going to be really, really hard, but I'm going to give it my best shot. So let's go into the end. Let's do this. Let's believe that it is possible because I am entirely So, yeah, So I've got some bad news. A little bit counter to my enthusiasm from 5 seconds ago. But I do not believe this is possible. Yeah, we are trapped in a box. So we got a really unlucky end spawn. These do happen though. where we've actually spawned underneath the end, which usually is actually a good thing. It means you can't be knocked off on the way from the outside to the inside. But for us, it means that this is game over. That means there is no way out for this situation.
Approximately 10 hours later.
So I have been thinking about this forever now. I've been trying to work out some way out of this crisis. And maybe you're looking at this and you're like, maybe this will work. Not a single thing that I can do without having to die. Again, no required deaths should be necessary. Without dying or without breaking a block will get me out there. That's tragic. That means, can you beat Minecraft without mining or crafting? Is sometimes no. It's theoretically possible, but we haven't proved it today. On this seed, it would be very tricky. I'll actually leave a link in the description to like a kind of like footnote video, because there are a few ways I could think of if I prepared for this situation. If I knew we would end up in a big cube like this, there are some situations that would have got me out here, and I'd love to talk about the various ways you can get out of a situation like this without mining or without crafting, because there are some out there. However, for today, we have to break our own rule. It's tragic, but let's get out there. So this is my fight against the dragon. I had to break 6 blocks of endstone, so we've mined 6 blocks so far. I won't be mining a single other block the rest of the run. Challenge has failed, but can we still do the dragon by itself? That's the big question. It's going to be hard, but I want to at least prove that's possible, and then we'll circle back around to this at the end. So yeah, we had to mine 6 blocks of endstone, and that's tragic. I really didn't want to have to do it, but there was no way out there. And I'm being entirely honest with you about this because, yeah, it's just the situation we ran into. We didn't have the knowledge. You can't have the knowledge that it's going to be there on a random seed, which means that we are now like this. But again, I want to stick through this. It's still going to be a very hard challenge to see if we can beat the dragon, and that's all going to be testing right now after I kill these endermen that are chasing me. So this is by far going to be the hardest Ender Dragon fight of the entire series, and you might be doubting that, like, I mean, hasn't there been some tricky ones so far? But the reason this one is so tricky is because we don't have access to the End Islands, we don't have access to an Elytra, which is kind of important in my opinion, and then if we're doing it the old-fashioned way, which I guess we have to because we don't have an Elytra, then it's going to be so much harder than normal because we don't have a bucket of water. You know, bucket of water allows you to survive full damage much easier. We have to take full damage, which can theoretically mean the dragon will one-hit kill us. If we lose eyes on the dragon, we're instantly dead in some cases. And then on top of that, there are caged end crystals. We can't break those cages because that would count as mining. So yeah, lots of reasons why this is going to be crazy difficult. And let's give it our best shot, I guess. So my pro tip for when you have a crazy hard challenge and you just feel overwhelmed by it is to start with the smallest possible useful action, and in this case there's a tiny tower right here and we're just going to take it down nice and early, and now look, we've now got 1/10 of the towers down. So yeah, the reason we're not just going to go right in for an end dragon attack right now, she's so loud by the way, that's Minecraft's fault, but the reason we're not going in for an attack right now is because even if we do a lot of damage, which I'll do just show a point, these crystals, if you don't know, they can heal her up instantly. And when you have a full set of crystals, when all full 10 crystals are up, every single time she comes back, she'll be entirely healed, or at least most of the way healed. But right now, there are only 3 crystals up, the 2 caged ones and then 1 extra one, which should mean that she'll have some damage left by the time she comes back. We'll see if it's true or not. Again, the amount of time she cycles is actually variable, but we're hoping some of that damage remains, and we can skip one of the harder parts of the process. Because those caged towers, they're going to cause me literal nightmares if I have to take them down. So let's try for the situation where we don't have to. It's not looking great because she's healing like 90% of the damage we're doing each time, but we are still making a dent, and that's what counts to me. Like, look at this, we're going lower and lower each time. But yeah, we're gonna have to start taking down the big towers too. Oh god, half a heart. Apple time. Oh, thank god. We're still pretty much close to death. We could still die from 1 hit, but okay, look at this. This might actually work. I really want to believe it will. Come on, game. Give this to me. Come on, stop healing. You're ruining my thing here, dragon. Switched over swords. Oh, yes, she's coming right back. Right back. Yes. If she does this one more time, we've done it. Come on. I'm believing in you now, dragon. Come on. Okay, I'm switching out to the sword again. Come on. We're so close. No, it's not fair, I tell you. Okay, it's happening. We're doing this. Out to the trident again. That 8 beautiful damage. Oh, yes! We actually killed the dragon. No towers needed to be taken down. That is so amazing. That is amazing beyond belief. I honestly, like, they're just alive still. I've never done this before. It's so ridiculous to attempt this. It's so risky. It's so dangerous. There are so many things that can go wrong. You should just take down the towers. But apparently it's not necessary. Oh man, that's cool. That's real cool. Okay, anyway, let's jump into the portal and let's officially end Minecraft. That's right, Minecraft is beaten. Here are the credits. Start to finish, spawn to end on a random seed without mining or crafting, except with 6 blocks mined. I don't know, I think we've proven that this is possible in theory. It's a real shame that we failed. I know a lot of YouTubers would just be like, well, oh yeah, we'll just pretend that didn't happen, but I know a lot of YouTubers would just, you know, like, pretend it didn't happen, be like, oh no, we definitely didn't mine. But we had to mine 6 blocks. There was no way to know it was happening. We couldn't have prepared for it. It sucks. But we've proven it's possible in theory. All you need is a better end spawn, and a part of me wants to do this whole challenge again from scratch and show, look, yeah, no deaths, and, you know, like, get the perfect spawn. But it just seems like we all know it's theoretically possible. But would you like to see, let me know in the comments down below, like, try again and make sure that we do get a good end spawn? Or should we just move on to the next challenge? Because I do have a couple in mind. I think I finally worked out a way to do a pacifist run, for instance. Would you like to see Minecraft, no mobs killed? I think that is possible. As well as a couple of ideas I'm thinking, you know, so trading, etc. 1.14. Let me know in the comments down below. But for now, I hope you all enjoy this video. I hope you will enjoy the end credits. And I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. Oh, actually, just to throw this in here at the end as well, because, I mean, like, why not? Even though we failed, just prove this is entirely survival. You can see, usually it would say, like, oh, this world has no Xbox Live achievements, but it doesn't say that here. Also, hard difficulty. Also, do you like my world name? That's really what I want to show off. It's called No Mine Crafting. Get it? Because we're not mining, not crafting. It's hilarious, I know. Thank you. Oh, there actually is one last thing I'd like to prove, just while we're here, that I could have taken down these towers, even though it would have been really tricky. So let me show you exactly what I mean by that, because, again, a lot of people are going to be thinking like, well, if that doesn't work, you risk everything or nothing, right? Well, I'd have to climb onto these things, which is already quite a nightmare, somehow not have the dragon hit me. You can't fire snowballs through... Oh, I would have shown you, but you can't fire snowballs through here. Let me just show you that. So what I have to do instead is find a corner of this place, and then do the stuff I've been doing all game, which is make a little hole like this, and then pray that I can use the bow, knock it up like that, and then this doesn't kill me. Apparently I just ran out. So snowball time. Just like that. Boom. So we had to do that twice, without the dragon hitting me, without the dragon then, you know, like, obviously end resting me, and then with enough health left, so I could ender pearl back down.